It's time. It's time. Hey guys, it's me, Rebecca. Thanks for joining today. I just have something I want to share with you. Such an incredible honor that came my way. What about 3 weeks ago, we were contacted via email. And I don't know about you, but I'm very suspicious of emails that offer something that sounds too good to be true. So my team did all their homework to look into this to make sure, is this really from the White House? Yeah, we got an email from the White House. And what they requested, let me just say this. They did not ask me to decorate the White House. So I was looking at the pre-chat before we went live, and a lot of you are saying so sweetly and so thoughtfully, Rebecca, what an honor for you to decorate the White House. I'm not decorating the White House. Let me get that out there. I was invited to come and tour the White House to see the Christmas decorations for 2023. So I don't know about you guys, if you're even aware that the White House does this full-on decoration. Now, first off, the White House is not the it's not the Capitol, all right? It's where the president lives. And they go in every year, at least in recent years, I don't know, maybe the last, I'm thinking 12, 20 years maybe, they go in and they do a whole decoration thing. And the first lady is the person who gets to choose what the theme is going to be. I don't think that the first lady does the decorating. She does choose the theme. So I got to go in and see it before the general public. I mean, it was incredible. We were there. I was actually in the press room. In fact, I think if you went on my Instagram today, you may have seen a picture of me with the press thing behind my head. It was so much fun. I got to stand up there and I just wanted to go, okay, I'll take a question from you in the front row. It was really, really cool. I mean, it's very surreal, right? So when this whole thing came in, didn't believe it was real. And once we finally did all of our tracking down and had communication with them, I was actually in San Diego, and I looked at my son. I said, Scott, just book me a flight and book me a hotel. Make sure that I have a 24-hour cancellation on either one of those things, because if this turns out to be not real, I don't want to lose money. Turns out it was real. And so I flew out here yesterday, and I didn't tell anybody. I just wanted it to be a total surprise. First off, because I wanted to make sure it's real, okay? But also, I was allowed to bring a plus one. My plus one is my videographer, Dorian. Come here, Dorian. You guys know Dorian, right? He's been my editor for years and years and occasionally does videography for me. Yes. And so Dorian's been with me for 12 years. And I was like, you know what? The reason I'm even getting invited to the White House is largely due to you and what you do to put my videos out there and make me look good and take my skills and create a story about it and actually change people's lives. So Dorian's with me, and we are staying at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, which is like iconic. It is gorgeous. There's 2 beds here. He has his own room. I just have 2 beds, okay? I'm going to sleep in this. I slept in this one. No, this one. No, it's opposite. Okay, I slept in this one last night. Tonight, I'm going to sleep in this one. Get my money's worth. Anyway, it's super, super fun. We went this morning. I was up at 3 o'clock. So it's 5 o'clock here in Washington right now. So I'm like, running on fumes. So if I jumble my words, that's why. And we went and we got there at 7. And we were able to tour the White House. Now, here's what I didn't really think about before and didn't really know. The why do I keep having a problem? The other white building. Capitol. I told her I'm tired. The Capitol is open to the public. They take tours through. You can go into the Capitol anytime. But the White House is not. It is the president's home as long as he's in office for either 4 or 8 years. So in order to go to the White House, you have to be invited. So what they did is today is the day that the press came in and did all their photography and videography. And so I think someone had mentioned that they saw the announcement of the Christmas decorations. So we actually got to tour with the press, and we had our little badges on, and it was just so much fun. The decorations are beautiful. Let me explain to you. I was going to tell you. Oh, let me finish my thing about that you have to be invited. So they reached out to influencers, and I had no idea how many there were going to be there. There were actually 6 influencers. That's a very small number across the entire United States. 4 of them were big TikTokers, like with millions of followers. And 2 of them were from YouTube. It was myself. And I really got a great, really surprise. And I got to actually meet Drew Scott, who owns, he's the creator of Lone Fox here on YouTube. And we've like commented on each other's videos over the years. I really love his style. And I actually got to meet him. So he was the other YouTuber that was there. So we filmed everything, and I'm going to make a YouTube video out of it, and it'll be posting next Thursday at 2:00, my normal, posting day and time. So I think you guys are going to love it. I would describe the style of the Christmas decorations this year. They call it magic, wonder, and joy. Okay. So I would say it's the kind of Christmas decorating that I think is beautiful. And of course, it's very colorful. It's very whimsical. All the trees were green. All the greenery was green. There was no flock things. By the way, there were no deer. Oh dear. I thought that was like, what? And I Dorian and I were talking about, I don't recall seeing any Santas in there either. So that was interesting. But lots of like fairies, lots of candy, lots of lights. And it was just very, very, it draws you in. It's like homecoming. It's like, I'll be home for Christmas. That should be the song that was playing. Oh, and that was the other thing that was super cool. They had live orchestra instruments playing in the different rooms. There were 10 rooms that were decorated, and there was, it was live music. So it was really beautiful. And I did get some footage of that. So we're going to put that on my YouTube video. So I can't wait for you guys to come back and see it. They also did a lot of what I say, I want to say homespun, but that sounds like a negative thing. It's not. It's just like more family homey, which I think is wonderful. It reminded me of like a grandma's Christmas, it's all about the children, because the kids would just go nuts in this. Here's the thing. No one is going to see these Christmas decorations in real life other than the president's family, grandchildren, children, their close family, and maybe some dignitaries, like the Queen of England. Oh, wait, the King of England. Sorry, the King, people like that come across from other countries and stuff. Those people are invited to the White House for their special events. Other than that, it's finding it on the newspaper or, in some television program, or to look at it on my YouTube channel. All right, so they did a bunch of DIY projects, so you can learn how to make some of these decorations and put them in your own home. Wow, we've got lots and lots of people that are leaving comments. You guys leaving thumbs up on this? I just love it when you thumbs up and you let me know that you're watching. So we have over 1,000 people watching live, and we have 140. So we are at what, 10%? We can bump that up, right? Oh, we just jumped to 176. I love that. Thanks, guys. Okay, so give me some questions, Dorian.
Well, there's a lot of statements, and there's also, so a lot of people are showing their support and hoping that you'll be able to decorate the White House yourself sometime.
Oh.
And Tabitha T says, exactly, Jackie. She'll decorate next year.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know who makes those decisions. This year it was actually done. What did she say? 300 or 100 or it was all done by volunteers. And so it's not like done by one designer. Look, there's 10 rooms. And listen, they started decorating on Friday of this last week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we toured on Monday. 3 days to decorate 10 rooms in an over-the-top way. So it can't be done by one person, even a team that I could put together. So it's done by all these volunteers, and they come in, and you'll get to see that. You'll get to hear about that in the video that I'm going to be posting.
We have Aria 5000 says, can we talk about symmetry in that room? So I guess people are noticing.
Right. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
I actually asked the Waldorf Astoria if I could film this down in their lobby, because they're actually putting up their Christmas decorations right now. And I thought that'd be kind of fun, but we were not able to get approval. So I'm doing it in my room, and we took my computer around and looked for the best location. So there is this like little area here, and this will be in my video too. It's a little rounded thing. I said, I have my own Oval Office. Love that. So yes, I'm glad you caught the symmetry. Good for you. That's great.
And there's all kinds of folks from all different places, Trinidad, Mexico, Canada, Australia, all over the place.
All
So
right.
it's really good stuff.
Now, can you guys hear Dorian as he is leaving these comments? Because I would rather not have to repeat things. So let us know if you can hear. Where are we on the likes? How many likes do we have now? We are at 300, exactly. Okay, we're at 30%. I know you can get that up to 50% because I've seen you do it before.
We have Kathleen. Where do you get fairy lights that are nice and bright and don't flash, but just twinkle? Love your Christmas.
That's a really good question. It's a lot of questions. What's her first name?
Kathleen.
Kathleen. She's asking about twinkle lights or the fairy lights. I love fairy lights. They're getting harder and harder to find. It's on my list when I go to market this year in January. I'm going to buy a whole lot of fairy lights for you to have because I have a hard time finding them myself. I just Googled it and found some online, and that's where I got mine. They are making them now where they have like different speeds. Well, there isn't a speed called let me just gently come in and twinkle your life. That doesn't exist. It's either and they all I mean, it's really hard to find. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I would Google it and see if you can find anything, but that's been my experience with fairy lights. But I do love them.
Richard Nichols says there is an HGTV Christmas at the White House every year. Well, you'll probably get to see ours.
Well, that's right. You can go to HGTV or you can come back and look at my channel next Thursday because we will have our own version of it. But we had a very limited amount of time that we could, to go through every single one of these rooms. And all the other not creators, but influencers that were there, they were also filming. So it was still really incredible. And it was a small group, but trying to get good footage while people are walking into your scene. I think Dorian had more of difficulty with that than I did. Yeah, well, maybe I did too.
That's stacked. I hope I don't butcher this. Cool Breeze Gardens says, what was your favorite part of the tour?
I would say there is this hallway. Okay. And I have seen past White House Christmases where this hallway, and it's the hallway of trees is what they call it. It was my favorite because it was closest to my style of being more glamorous looking. Were those trees white? Maybe those were white. I don't remember, but they were decorated with white and silver and clear. That was really pretty. I just think that Mrs. Biden wanted to come away with something that was way more down to earth and not as glammy and glitzy. And, here's the thing. When you're the first lady, you get to pick each year, just like I do. Last year, my Christmas wasn't glitzy. So this year, she went with something more whimsical and fun and colorful. But it is really pretty. And I think you guys are going to like what we're able to show you next week.
Here's kind of just a question on one of your favorites. So Ray C asks, do you have a decoration that you've had forever that you always use?
Oh yeah. And I think everyone watching, if you watch my Christmas videos much, you could probably answer this for me. My acrylic angel who has 9 lives because she's gotten broken and I've had to glue her back together. That's my all-time favorite thing. And I use it every single year. Since I got my huge stag head, which is the one I call Rudolph this year, and I painted its nose red with red fingernail polish. That's the brass one that has these ginormous, spectacular antlers. Those are the 2 things that I think I will probably use forever and ever. Yeah. By the way, I have an idea. I'm not ready to announce it yet, but it's going to involve giving away. Guys, I have so much. I have so many Christmas decorations. And a couple of years ago, I did give a Christmas box every month, which was very expensive. Even though the stuff was free, just the time it took to to decide on a winner each month and then ship it out. It was a big deal. So I'm trying to think of a way that I can start, my decorations because, like this year with Amber Marie, we wanted it to be shoppable. So 90% of what you saw was brand new. I had to have to build an entire house to keep doing that. And it's just silly. So I'd love to bless some of you guys out there. And if you got any good ideas of ways I can do that, let me know, because I think that'd be really fun.
Great.
What you got?
So there's a couple of questions. Did you meet Jill Biden?
No, Mrs. Biden was not there. So we didn't get a chance. I had my eyes open looking for Joe. Is Joe around? But no, the president was not there. But do you guys think that it's a big deal? Like, it's a pretty cool thing to get invited to the White House? I'm not even a congressman or a senator. I mean, I do vote, but that's about as political as I get. So it was pretty cool.
So lots of people, San Diego, Vegas, very happy to be here. Everybody's super excited for the fact that you got to tour the White House. It's such an honor. Thank you. It really was. It was. And it was really fun to do it with Drew. You know, like he reminds me of myself 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago, probably 30. He could be one of my kids, you know, he's that age. And just the way he does things, you know, getting found things and fixing them up. That's what I did back in the day before I actually started my design firm. So that was it was very fun. Yeah. Oh, and then we went to the Lincoln Memorial. I mean, these are things I've never seen. I didn't go to my 6th grade trip. They didn't have 6th grade go to the White House. We went to 6th grade camp. That's right. We went to 6th grade camp. Well, there's all kinds of problems associated with that, as I recall. Well, lots of things are coming. It's hard to grab them. Give me 1 second.
All right, I have a question for you. All right, he's on his phone trying to read this. Okay, question. How many of you have started your Christmas trees, your decorating? How many of you are in the middle of it? And how many of you have finished your Christmas decorating? Because honestly, you know, I was in San Diego for 10 days when this whole White House thing came up. I raced home the day before Thanksgiving. I had Thanksgiving dinner with friends, and then I had a couple of days to pack and head back out to Washington. So like my life is going crazy. And all I could think of was, I am so glad that I have all my Christmas decorating done. Oh, if you follow me on Instagram, have you seen my outdoor Christmas tree? It's not a Christmas tree. My tree outside. I'm working on my exterior right now. Oh my gosh. Dorian, we really need to do a video on my exterior decorating this year, because it kind of went over the top. And we know pretty gorgeous.
We lost her in there because she was in the pre-chat, but there was someone that was decorating as they spoke, waiting for this to start. So you got that one answer there.
Yeah, I got that one answer. Yeah. So and I see a bunch of stuff happening over here. So I'm assuming I'm hearing from people. I don't have my glasses on. And if I was to read them, I'd be up like this, and that would not be pretty. Okay. Speaking of pretty, do you see my sleeves? They have marabou feathers. Isn't that so pretty? I know. Oh, and I wore a really cute dress today. Super cute.
Yes.
And it's cold. It is cold here and windy.
We can't decide if it's cold or hot. When we get in the room, it's too...
Yeah, when we go indoors anywhere, because we're like bundled up, we're like having hot flashes. I'm so over that. And but it's new to Dorian. But then we go outside and we're freezing. Gosh.
Can everybody see the stream okay? Just give us a
is someone saying they can't?
Anastasia said that some part of it might have been a little rough.
Really?
So I'm just going to go to her text.
You can't see the stream? Oh, I want you to see the stream. How are we doing with the likes? We are up to 506.
She says we're back on track now.
All right, we're back on track. Good. Thank you, Anastasia, for keeping your eyes open. You know, Anastasia gets the credit for me being here, in that she's the one who mans my emails. If it was up to me, I would never open email again. I'm just so over it. But she answers all of our hello@Rebecca.Robeson emails, and so she caught it and was like, I'm like, well, that's cute. But every single one of the influencers that I met all said the same thing. They all thought, is this spam? And everyone was trying to figure it out. It was real.
Another person asked if you got any commemorative ornaments, but we have a...
No, that was the thing. I didn't even think about it until I left. So I was at the Capitol building. I was like, I want to get like a commemorative ornament for this year. And they said the only place I could get it was the White House. So I called, and the gift shop said, "Oh yeah, we have them." I said, "Well, how late are you open?" She says, "We're not open to the public. You can only order these online." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I was there today. I missed an opportunity." So, like I said, it's not open to the public because it's the president's house.
Christy Thompson has a strange observation. She says, "Wedding ring."
No. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, Christy, this, you know what this is? This is a ring, a black ring. It's called the Aura ring, and it's electronic. So it monitors my heart rate, my blood pressure. I know I'm at that age. Embarrassing. But what I did do is right here. Do you guys see that? Let's see if I can hold my hand just right. I am wearing my mother's wedding band. And I decided I don't always wear it, and I decided to bring it with me. I thought, you know what, Mom? All of the talent that I have and everything that I am today, I got from you. And my mother is deceased. So when she died, I got her ring. And it's not diamonds or anything. It's literally just a little simple gold band. But I thought to myself, I am going to take you with me, Mom. So I'm wearing it with my black band. And I think it looks kind of cute, right? Yeah. Thanks for asking. No, I'm not decorating the White House, and I'm not engaged or married or even dating.
All right, Cami Mahan. Maybe Rebecca. Oh, as you keep coming in. Maybe Rebecca branded Perfect Twinkle fairy lights should be a thing. Perfect Twinkle.
Oh, yeah, right? Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Well, if you find them, we will have them.
Yes, if I find them, we'll get them so you guys can get them. But yeah, do you know what's involved in doing that? Is like going overseas and buying 1 million of them and shipping. I mean, it's a lot. But if we can find them, I'll definitely. I would love to have some branded things. That would be super cool. I'm thinking about getting a cap with my new logo on it right here in the center. That's like embroidered. Would anyone be interested in that? If I had those made, I would wear it myself. I don't know if you would. It just says RR for me. All right. So I do want to say one last thing. I don't want to be on here too long. This was more of I just wanted to share this really happy, special, and memorable day in my life with you. Get you excited about coming back to see the actual video next week. But today's Monday, right? On Thursday of this week, I'm going to be posting the video of Sarah, my girlfriend Sarah from Wisconsin, her store, her Christmas store. And she filmed it and sent it to me, and I added some stuff. And so we're going to present that to you so you guys can see how Sarah's decorations turned out this year. So I hope you guys are embracing this holiday season, that you are decorating in ways that bring you joy and make you feel, I don't want to say proud because has a negative connotation, but proud of yourself and what you've done and what you've learned and how you've grown in this skill set and how you're thinking about things differently than you did in the past. Maybe you're putting your tree in a different location, or that wreath, that same wreath you've used every year, you're taking all the crap off of it, you're buying new ribbons and you're adding some new pine cones or new picks into it. Just ways that you can update without breaking the bank and make your home look beautiful for the holidays. So, we have finished all of our official, home tour. How many of you saw my home tour video? I hope you did. I think it turned out really great. Dorian did an excellent job on it. Yeah, you did. And let's see. So we're done with the official Christmas videos, but as you can tell, we're still posting every week, every Thursday at 2:00 Central. Take a look at your clock and see how that compares. But I will just want you to know that I love you guys. I love to see all these comments coming through. We have 599 thumbs up and just under 1,000 people watching at this point. And we've been on for quite a while. So thanks for joining in with me today. I will see you next time on my channel and maybe on Instagram. I'm showing up there a little bit here and there these days. So yeah, love it. Okay. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye.